Two federal agencies, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Transportation Safety Board, are now investigating Tesla following a fatal auto crash that we had seen that involved a 2019 Model S last weekend. Phil LeBeau is here, and he's got more on that front. Phil, what can you tell us this morning?
Becky, we may have some more developments in the next day or two, whether or not we get any type of resolution or greater clarity. I'm skeptical that we'll see that anytime soon. And the reason this is getting a lot of attention, Becky, is because police at the scene said there was nobody behind the driver, the steering wheel, nobody in the driver's seat, which raises the question, who was driving this vehicle at the time of the crash? Yesterday, after much speculation in the media that perhaps the autopilot was engaged and may have malfunctioned, Elon Musk tweeted out the following, saying, data logs recovered so far show autopilot was not enabled and this car did not purchase FSD. That's full self-driving, which means it would not have had the latest beta autopilot software. Moreover, standard autopilot would require lane lines to turn on, which this street did not have. Nonetheless, investigators still have a number of questions regarding this crash. They want to see those data logs. In fact, they plan to serve a search warrant to Tesla today in order to receive those data logs so they can get perhaps a little better understanding of what happened before this accident where the Model S veered off the road, hit a tree, and then burst into flames as the battery pack was punctured. By the way, that was a fiery crash that it took the fire teams a long time to put out this fire, which is not a surprising situation given the fact that lithium-ion battery packs can burn so hot. So you've got the NTSB and NHTSA both investigating this accident. Keep in mind that NHTSA has done more than 24 probes of crashes involving Tesla vehicles. Have you seen anything dramatically change in terms of what Tesla does with its autopilot, Becky? You haven't. And that's because a number of times these investigations, they are concluded with no determination. Sometimes they're concluded and they say, you know what? It wasn't the software. It wasn't autopilot's fault. It was the fault of the driver. They were incorrectly operating the vehicle. So it may be a while before we get any type of determination about what happened with this crash.
Yeah, probably hard to argue that the driver wasn't at fault if there was no one in the driver's seat.
Yeah, what was going on here? I mean, were they trying something, some kind of a stunt? And that's not a strange thing to say, because if you go online, you can see tons of people doing stuff behind the wheel with the vehicle, with a Tesla on autopilot that they shouldn't be doing. They, you know, whether it's sleeping, whether it's somebody climbing in the back seat, all of that stuff feeds into the perception that autopilot is dangerous, when in fact it's the driver who is conducting acting the way they shouldn't be.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.